In a world where fairways meet the airwaves, where birdies and banker collide, welcome to the show that takes you beyond the clubhouse and onto the green. This is Balls and Tees, your passport to the golfing universe, where every swing tells a story and every putt has its punchline. Get ready to step onto the last greens and dive into the world of divots, drives, and delightful banter.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the year 2025, and I have missed everyone that keeps listening to this particular channel, which is Balls and Tees. It is the one and only magician, Tony, boy with a lot of flair. Yes, I am a classic man. Man, am I so excited to be here today when January marks the 22nd day, and I have to say, it is going to be such a brilliant start to the year because it rained for a couple of weeks and then, well, the heat is unfortunately with us at the moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, listen, I've got my guests waiting for me and they are waiting in anticipation. I mean, these guys, they started waiting, 10 minutes ago. And, you know, punctuality is the most important thing when it comes to golf because if you're not punctual, then you will delay the course. So, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me the pleasure to introduce our guests for the day. Starting off in the red corner, it is Mr. Billy Selekane. And in the blue corner, we have Mr. Motse Mutwagai.
Okay.
Gentlemen, welcome to Balls and Tees, and am I so excited that you are my first guests for the year?
It's a privilege indeed.
Absolutely, a privilege. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen. I tried to introduce you, gents, but I don't think I did you justice. Can we start with you, Mr. Selekane? Please, if you can reintroduce yourself in the most thorough manner, and then just give us a brief idea of how you got into this lovely game.
It's always difficult for me to answer that question, but I'm going to try and be brief. I'm a professional speaker, born and bred in Tembisa. A businessman, an author, facilitator, strategist, organizational culture expert, a traveler, a foodie, wine collector, and collector of small little funny things.
Yo, that's a lot that's on your plate, I have to say, sir.
Absolutely.
And you still play golf?
I still play golf. Actually, I'm playing on the 29th at Glendower. Yeah.
Jeez. And where do you actually get the time to, juggle amongst all these things?
Well, here's what a lot of people don't understand, that a day, 24 hours, if you make it into minutes, it's 1,440 minutes. So that's a lot of time if you understand the essence of that and how you can apportion a particular amount of that to personal business, family, whatever. You'll be amazed at how your life can be so easily organized.
No, 100%. Yeah. I'll take that tip and then I'll start applying it on my daily life.
Cool.
100%. Thank you so much, Mr. Selekane. And then over to you, Mr. Mutwagai. Thank you for joining once again. And I tried to introduce you. The only thing that I could say was to say, okay, please help me welcome Mr. Motse Mutwagai. Please, if you can do the honors of fully introducing yourself as well. And hopefully you don't have as much of a handful as Mr. Selekane as well.
No, mine is quite simple. My name is Motse Mutwagai from a fairly big village called Dinukana in Bihuruti, Zirast in the northwest. I'm into tech in terms of industries. However, my interest has always been in being able to put together solutions for some more specific industries. In this case, the past 4 years I've been focusing mainly within education, and then we have a specific term that we use within education technologies called EdTech, which basically speaks to any technology that is being used to allow or to enable hybrid learning, whether you are in class, whether you are at home, whether you are in a car, learning must continue and must take place. So
100%.
we provide such solutions, and in the main, that's what I do. Then how I got into golf, a few years back, 2003, when I joined a sales type of environment. At the time was Business Connection. And I think one of the biggest things there, in my case, it was a new thing that I've done, or that I was doing at the time. I was coming from IT auditing, going to sales, and there was this big weight around networking. And at the time, guys used to talk about, hey, one can network a lot in golf or playing golf. So that's how initially I got into golf.
Okay.
But the truth is, I never got the hang of it. I never enjoyed it at the time until I got to meet good friends of mine who were playing golf, and only then, with a good company, I was able to be hooked into golf. That's how simple it is.
Oh, awesome. I like the fact that you were honest to say you never really enjoyed it then, up until you hung around people who you resonated with. And I think that's one of the biggest things that people don't understand about sports in general, to say any sport can be enjoyable as long as the people that you are engaging with in that particular sport are like-minded and the energy resonates. All right. Thank you so much, Ntate Motwagai. We've got another guest here, Ntate Mish Maluka. Mr. Maluka. All right. Mr. Maluka is still busy preparing himself. Gentlemen are coming with big introductions. And I forgot to introduce myself to the gentleman. I am Tony Tone, the only magician there is on the golf course. A lot of people call me a classic man. I just keep it simple all the time. I see Mr. Maluka is here now. Camera is on. Mr. Maluka, how are you, sir? You're on mute. You're on mute at the moment, sir.
Hi, everyone. Is everyone okay?
All is well on our side, sir.
How are you?
Yeah. Good to be here, guys. Good to be here.
100%. Mr. Maluka, I just put Mr. Selekani and Mr. Motwagai on the spot now to say, you know what, for as much as I mentioned your name, I don't think it's a well-deserved introduction. I was hoping that you could actually reintroduce yourself thoroughly to our audience and also just give us a hint of when did this bug start attacking you?
Hey, hi, everyone. A couple of years ago, while I was still at school, it's when these things started. Actually, by sheer accident, where a friend of mine invited me to go caddy so we can make some money to buy some of the things that we want that parents cannot buy us. For instance, techies and, nice shirts and things, because our parents then, they just bought the school uniform and the Christmas clothes. So we had to hustle to get money to buy the other things that we needed. That's when it started. And I went to White River Country Club as a rookie caddy, and then I caddied there for a month before I met up with my father's boss, who was a golfer, and I was not aware of it. So the moment he saw me, he says, "Hey, there's Charlie's son." Then he called me, says, "Going forward, I'll be his caddy."
Oh, lovely.
So yeah, until I finished high school, and then I came up to Joburg. That was in White River. Then I came up to Joburg, and I was also a soccer player, quite good at that. So I met up with friends that were playing soccer here. I think in Tembisa, where I stayed at the time, and So we played soccer. We played up to Mvela League, my team.
Oh, lovely.
So we were quite good at it. And after that, after being kicked all around, you feel tired and retired from soccer. And then I thought, okay, now what? Now I'm not playing soccer. So, okay, I'm go watch at the stadium soccer. And so that was my hobby for every weekend. But then a friend of mine says to me, Mish, why can't we play golf? And then I said, really? I couldn't believe I could meet someone who wanted to play golf with me. So I got some clubs, and then we started practicing, and the rest is history. So we've been doing this now since, like every weekend since 2002.
Yeah, that's quite a while.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's quite a while, and I've been doing it for a long time, and then until I joined Tembisa Golf Club, where I was elected a captain. So, so it went on until November last year, where I said no re-election anymore for me. Let's get younger guys to come in, so we can nurture them to push the club forward. So at the moment, I'm a member of Tembisa Golf Club, and Mrs. Likane is it's been one of our sponsors, is one of our members, a respected member at that. And as Tembisa Golf Club, we love him so much, and he knows it as well, So, and after that, before I joined Tembisa, I hooked up my wife. I said, no, you must come. We need to play, because women don't allow their husbands, wives don't allow their husband to go play. Some of them don't understand. So they think there's women involved and all these things. So I had to rope my one in and said, no, you must come and see.
Yeah.
I said, but I'm going to play alone today, so don't be surprised. But how can you play golf alone? I said to her, look, come and see how I can play golf. So I played one round of the first 9. And the second 9, I asked her, do you think you can do it? She says, I think I can. So I gave her 7 iron. I put a bucket of balls. I said, continue. I'll play the other 9 on my own. And that beat her then. Up until now, she's one of the good golfers around Gauteng, lady golfers around Gauteng.
Oh, that's proper.
And it assisted me to train my son, Pumlani. And I trained him until I could see that he's very good. Then I sent him to golf school in George. And then came back and played a couple of games, went to Dubai a couple of times, went to Malaysia and everywhere else. And he came back and turned a pro. So although he lost his card at the moment, but that's one of my achievements in golf. And making new friends in golf, business people, meeting business people in golf, making deals in golf. So, the list is endless as a golfer. You are home in a golf course, you are home in a golf club. Everything goes well.
Yeah.
And the last one that I want to highlight is I won the 2008 Mercedes-Benz Cup in Blue Valley.
Ouch.
And and after that, Mercedes-Benz gave me all the prices and the whole duty and sent me to the palace in Sun City for a week. I spent the whole week in Sun City, and driving the top of the range Mercedes-Benz. That way they said, just shoot anyone. Take any car you want to drive. So I just drove around Rustenburg in this big Mercedes-Benz for a whole week. Come the final where we had to play to go to Germany, where all the Mercedes-Benz winners around the world were meeting.
Yeah.
So I lost by 3 strokes.
Yo.
Wow. I lost by 3 strokes. So that was painful, but the experience was enormous. It was really enormous. So even now, I think back about it, I feel a tear a little bit run down my face because, it was, like I'm saying.
It's a special moment.
So at the moment, I'm still involved, even after I declined being voted back into being a captain in Tembisa. But I'm still involved with youngsters that I'm assisting, because golf, we're going to start at the grassroots for you to succeed. If you don't, you will struggle. But if they start early, like Tiger Woods did, like the rest of them did, the chances of them achieving is there. Although we still have problems a little bit about funding in South Africa but in Africa, sword took sword. And unfortunately, when it comes to us black guys, we don't assist each other much. But the white guys, they assist themselves.
Yeah.
That's why the kind assist their kind. So we still got a long way to go there. But talent we have plenty talent.
100%.
We have plenty talent, yes, sir.
100. Oh, Mr. Maluka.
Yes, sir.
Firstly, let me say, I think you've done your part in golf thus far, and I like the fact that you are still pushing to do more within golf, and both personally and outside your personal space. You've from what I'm hearing, you've actually expanded yourself to make sure that the sport grows, especially within black communities. You've given people hope through the sport. Well, like you said, three strokes, but the experience. I think that's the most important thing in life, to say, you know what, I tried, and this is what I experienced. Although I may have been a bit short, but you are still a champion. You are still a champion regardless of what the outcome was when it came to the finals in Germany or the route to Germany. So I just wanted to share that with you first. And then secondly, this goes out to all the gentlemen joining us today, Mr. Selekani, Mr. Mutwahai, and yourself, Mr. Maluka. This is the first episode of 2025, and I am delighted to have the three of you gentlemen with me today. And if you noticed the topic, it says the Wizards of the Fairways. So I think it's a very big and bold heading to say the Wizards of the Fairways, because for me, as Motswana, a wizard is classified as Muitianape. Mr. Motwahai, I'm correct if I'm wrong there.
No,
so it's Muitianape, which means someone who understands things more than the naked eye would actually see. So with that being said, I'm very excited, and I would like for all of us to engage in an open conversation, and let's hear the stories that happened. I mean, December, there was a lot of rain, and that's the first thing I want to find out. Who was playing golf in December? Where were you playing your golf? And what was the outcomes? Because remember that December has a particular buzz around it. Even though you don't even think about it, it happens that your energy changes in December, and things either go the right way or the wrong way. So that's why I'm asking this question.
Well, I belong to both the clubs. I belong to Tembisa, as Bramish has said. Actually, Tembisa Golf Course club was started by my father and his friends over 55 years ago. So
wow,
it's sort of like a family legacy of some sort. And I also belong to Serengeti, because that's where I sort of stay. I belong to the Pin High Serengeti Club. So December I played Serengeti, and remember it was raining, the grass was quite high.
Yeah.
And Bramish knows the Serengeti grass is not very forgiving. It's not very forgiving.
Definitely.
You must carry an extra packet of balls that you're going to donate to the grass there, But I then played Pezula, which was fantastic. The weather was beautiful, and of course, if you play such a golf course, you have to play a very early game. So we teed off at 7, and it was beautiful. And I mean, I had a beautiful time. It was a social game with some friends from overseas, and it was just a lot of laughter. And the fascinating thing about golf, if there's a lot of laughter and banter and people enjoying themselves, you play better golf
100%.
than when you play with people that are competitive, and that want to win. So, hey, man, they make it very difficult. But when you're playing in a social setting where people have fun, you also learn so much from other people. Because there's no competition. Guy will say, hey, I saw your part. If you do this, it will become quicker. I saw your drive. maybe change your stance or your direction. Then you walk out both with a very good camaraderie, but also having shifted some of your skills at the end of the game. And that's what golf is all about. It's about gentlemen playing, connecting, learning, and growing together.
100%. Well said, Mr. Selekane. And I couldn't add more to that because for me, like you said, if it's too competitive, then it takes away the fun from the sport.
Yeah.
Ntate Mothoaga, on your side there, where did we play this December, say?
In actual fact, I think I played the last week of November in Zebula. And the earliest week that I was supposed to, or rather, that game was still okay. One of the E2 golf tournaments. We played over the weekend. And just a disclaimer, I'm a typical social golfer in a sense that how the wizard will apply in my case will not necessarily be on the fairways.
Yeah.
But in literally enjoying the game and making sure that I'm constantly with the brothers on the greens, on the fairways, and enjoying the game. So I think we had a beautiful weekend there. I think the outcome of the scores were typical also an amateur type of a golfer. Didn't play that well. However, I had a beautiful day. Like I said, I'm a typical and easy player. Yeah, social golfer. So we actually had a good game. Then the first weekend of December was supposed to play Irene for Dokitla, the golf charity golf day. Yeah. Unfortunately, I had to miss on that. So I think I ended up traveling a lot during the December and missed a number of games. So the truth is, I didn't play much over the festive. I was doing a lot of traveling. And I think I'm looking forward to starting playing now. This year, hopefully beginning of Feb. Feb has always not been busy as well, but definitely looking forward to playing in Feb.
100%. And, you know, I was going to ask you about this year to say, okay, what is it that you actually want to change in your game this year? Because I believe it's always good to have an idea of the direction that you want to head, whether it be from a professional aspect, from sports, from a personal aspect. It's always good to have an idea of where you'd like to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, I think in my game, one of the biggest things is, like I said, for the longest time, I've been a typical social golfer. I think one of the things that I want to do better this year, as much as one might be social, but at least elevate the game a bit. In terms of spending more time on the practicing, spend more time, or rather between work and other things. At least make sure that at least once or twice a week, one is at the driving range, and at the same time, at least start playing more of my games this year compared to last year. So I think last year I was more relaxed. Okay, maybe more on the work side more than the golf side. But I think this year I want to have a bit more again on the golf side, but still be able to do what I need to do from the work point of view. So definitely improve my game and be able to now play much better.
No, 100%. Mr. Maluka, on your side, you love golf. You live golf.
Definitely, sir.
So I would presume that your December was packed with a lot of games.
Not quite. Not quite. You see, we were preparing for my nephew's wedding.
Oh, lovely.
In Bombela. So I've been traveling back and forth, Bombela, back to Kempton Park, Bombela, and back to Kempton Park. But I managed to squeeze 3 golf games. The one was just after the wedding, which I played in Morefontein. The course is beautiful. As you might know, it's a champion course. Yeah. And it's very challenging. And in one of the holes, I got a 10 because of the pin placing. It was closer to the water. Yeah. So now, as a golfer, you hit a ball, it bounces just after the pin spins back in the water. Yeah. Another one, I did that 4 times. Yeah. And when I finished Morefontein, Monefontaine had finished me.
Yeah.
But it was one of those experiences. It happens to any else. It happens to all these guys.
100%.
It's not just me. Yeah, Garcia went into water I don't know how many times. And this guy is paid to play golf.
Yeah.
But it happens to them. So I just laughed because, I'm playing with my buddies that I play with all the time. And I had fun. And then the following one, we're celebrating one of our members, Dr. Papela, who stays in Serengeti as well. So I played Serengeti. And like Brabili said, that you need a bag of balls when you go playing. I think I lost about 7 balls.
Yeah.
In one of the holes, almost similar thing that happened in Morefontaine. Of the water. I went into the water, I don't know how many times.
The spin was too much.
But I enjoyed Serengeti because the later rounds, I played them so well. But the damage was already done. And then the last one was back in our home course, which is Kempton Park, where I played quite well.
Yeah.
There, really, even if I was wanted to give up playing. But after that round, I felt my spirit was higher again.
You got inspired.
So it was nice. And until last week where we played Germiston, and I was pushing my cart and I was finished because of the walking and the pushing and the heaviness of the golf course. And as we know, Germiston is quite long as well. So last week was hectic for me, but it wasn't too bad. I played quite well as well. I was happy with my game. Towards the finish, that's what golf does. Towards the finish, the later round, you start playing so well. You think if you come back next week, you'll do the same.
It humbles you.
Which is not always the case.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to this Saturday. At Tembisa, we're having this TEBEX where we accumulate points from January to December, and there's a top 12 shootout.
Oh, lovely.
And it happened last weekend at Serengeti, and they couldn't finish because of the lightning and rain.
Yeah.
To a stop. So this is going to be at Blue Valley this coming Saturday. Anyone who wants to watch my top 12 players playing, they must come to Blue Valley this coming Saturday from 11 o'clock. We're going to have them there. But the prize giving for that will happen in Kempton Park on Sunday, after our game on Sunday there. So, yes, that's so far how I've played. But I'm looking forward to really now concentrate on my game, because while I was in the office, by the time I play, my mind is all over the place. I couldn't concentrate.
Yeah.
So now that I'm out of the office, I can concentrate on my game and lower down my handicap. So yes, that's my New Year resolution so far.
No. 100%. When I asked you, said no, you didn't play so many times. But when you started speaking, that's when you realize, okay, I played Fontaine, I played Serengeti, I played Germiston, I played Kempton Park. That's quite a handful.
Yes. and taking into consideration from January up to December, all the games that I've played, I think I missed about 3 games because of death in the family. But I played all the games.
Sure.
No. So all 34 games, because we played 34 games per season for this particular competition. And there's other ones as well, like your club champs, like your meet competition, like your Chairman's Cup, and in all that, over and above that. So yes, the games are many.
No, that's a lot. And Mr. Motwagai, Motwago ke yo o tla o thusang gore o tla le gangata ngwa go tla mo wa 2025 in that.
Man, but man, it's like at least, because what I try to do this day is make sure that on my Fridays I leave them open so that I can start playing more golf. But I think between morning and afternoon, at least Mutwata, my fellow driving range for an hour or so, with the aim by Easter.
Yeah.
I should be able to play Bramish.
No, 100%.
At least, I get Bramish. I'm after you, Chip.
Gentlemen, can we take a 2-minute break just to grab some water? And then when we come back, we're going to go deeper. We're going to go deeper into this golf matter.
Cool. Thank you very much. 2 minutes indeed.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
In a world where fairways meet the airwaves, where birdies and banker collide, welcome to the show that takes you beyond the clubhouse and onto the green. This is Balls and Tees, your passport to the golfing universe, where every swing tells a story and every putt has its punchline. Get ready to step onto the lush greens and dive into the world of divots, drives, and delightful banter.
Invisible Ink Consulting, your gateway to financial success. We specialise in providing the best solutions to manage your finance and accounting, ensuring a better life for you and your business. Our expert team offers top-notch accounting and tax consulting services tailored to various industries, including but not limited to engineering, medical practitioners, in construction, non-profits, events management, attorneys and financial services. Experience the power of our best analytics, backed by a commitment to our clients and a high level of knowledge. At Invisible Ink Consulting, we strive to deliver the best service you can get, making your financial journey seamless and rewarding. Choose Invisible Ink Consulting for a brighter financial future. Your success our priority. Please visit us at www.invisibleinc.co.za to reach us. www.invisibleinc.co.za.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again back to the one and only Balls and Tees. As you know, I am Tony Tone, the boy with a lot of flair. I am a classic man. Yes, I am the magician. And the reason they call me the magician is because I play a sport so difficult that any man can cry and smile and laugh at the same time. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I'm joined by three guests today. Mr. Motsei Motwagai, Mr. Mish Maluka, Mr. Billy Silikane. So let me get them back on air. Gentlemen, welcome back.
Yes. We're back indeed.
100%. As I alluded prior to our short break, gentlemen, I said I will go deeper. Papa, so that people can actually understand where we stand with golf. The reason I'm saying that is because a lot of people would say now people only go to the golf course maybe because it's one sport that allows you to have fun while you're playing it. So I'm like, no. The reason we go onto the golf course is to build a community amongst ourselves, is to build each other as individuals, because there's a lot of wisdom and knowledge that we pick up from other individuals on the golf course. So with that being said, gentlemen, you've all been on the golf course many a times, and there's a lot of things that you've seen that some of them were good things, some of them were bad things. Now, I just want to get an idea from all three of you gentlemen to say, when you look at the landscape of social golf amongst our black communities, what would you say is still needed to actually make it a more approachable and more available sport in our communities at large?
Yeah, I think, we've got to look at country clubs that are well established and in the proximity of townships. Let me give you an example. In these two cases, I'm going to make two examples. You've got Kempton Park and you've got Serengeti. Both of them have got proximity to Tembisa. Kempton Park traditionally has been supporting Tembisa because Tembisa has been supporting it.
Yeah.
But I sometimes feel that Serengeti is not doing enough to reach out and supporting Tembisa as a community. And of course, everybody runs a business differently. It's a business at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because I still don't understand up to today why Serengeti doesn't allow caddies. So there's never going to be young people coming up from Tembisa to come and caddy in Serengeti and therefore connect with the affluent, and as you know, it's an opportunity base.
Yeah.
So I think we should be able to have these conversations, as uncomfortable as they might seem to those that are in power, but you cannot consistently have, the haves in one corner and the have-nots in another corner, and there's no opening of a door for the have-nots to come in. And I think that we need to challenge it. We need to be open about it. We're not going to dictate on how people should run their businesses, but Serengeti is close to Tembisa, and some of us who stay in Serengeti come from Tembisa. So it doesn't make sense that it's not as supportive as it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So we need to be bold enough to challenge these establishments, to really be proactive in making sure that they have a development. Serengeti must have a development agenda. What is that development agenda? We've got a lot of corporates that are spending money in Serengeti.
Yeah.
They should also be asking Serengeti, what are you doing for the kids in Tembisa who are interested in golf?
100%.
And I don't see that conversation happening. Yeah.
No, 100%, Mr. Selekane. And I mean, it goes back to the saying that says one hand should wash the other. When you empty water into a glass, you should be able to take that very same glass and empty it onto another glass. 100%. Mr. Motwakga, sorry I interrupted you when you were about to speak, sir.
No, not at all, sir. No, not at all. So I think you've touched on one point where I believe I become to be a wizard. On the fairways, but on the community side of golf, which is the upside of it, I think as where I've personally, literally gained a lot. And gain a lot in my case is nothing else other than over the years having built a community of golfers. Some of them who happen to be professionals in their own rights in whatever they do. And over the years and over time, we start understanding of what we do as individuals. And guess what happens? Based on that fairway or TF shot, someone just said, you know what? There's this thing based on what you just said. I think you might have interest in it. Maybe let's get involved in it. So for me, that as a first layer, part of my I'll call it milestones are born out of that type of relationships. Some of them, they might not be the same guys giving me that opportunity as part of the community. However, they're able to say, there's this other guy that I know, I'm going to connect you with him. And the good thing about that type of a community, and I like the word community because it's not a forced relationship mainly focusing on business. In actual fact, it starts with liking of each other based on personalities and energies. And through time, it translates into other opportunities. And in this case, not only just business to business, however, things like my child is in grade 11. As part of what they need to do, they need to undershadow a professional, whether in technology, whether in plastic surgery, and. Can you help me? So it has honestly, for me personally, helped me to be a call away from each and every help that I need. That's the first thing. But secondly, which speaks to now building of communities. For me, the biggest part of it has always been seeing how different clubs have gone out of their ways to try to encourage people of our color to start being exposed to the sport. Not only by taking 1 or 2, 3, 4 children and taking them through practices or someone sponsoring some of their games. However, also making sure that in their small places, whether it's Harangua, whether it's Lefuruti, look for 1 or 2, 3 kids who already show interest in playing, and we support them up to a point where possible, they become professionals. But what we've also seen with golf is not only about you becoming a professional player, it's also about creating a community outside of your day-to-day work, and which can be of value both professionally and somehow recreationally as a person. So I think for me, that is I think that is like if there's anything that I'm appreciating about golf, is the part on community, and I really appreciate that a lot.
100%.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Matwahai. Mr. Maluka, over to you, sir.
Yes, hey, that topic is a touchy one. The one we're venturing into right now. You see, access to golf courses is the biggest problem that we're facing. Right now in Tembisa, all the kids need to go to Kempton Park, where as members of Kempton Park, they are there. Like Brabilius just said, Serengeti it's not doing much for Tembisa as far as golf is concerned, and that's it's a sad situation because even workers at Serengeti, most of them are coming from Tembisa, and people staying in Serengeti, like Brabilia said, they come from, most of them, there are those that are coming from Tembisa. And it's a problem. We've been trying as executive of Tembisa Golf Club to try and, speak to EGU who are in charge of golf in Eguru Lane. And they say we must talk to the clubs. They can give directions after we've spoken to the club, after we agreed with the club. Some of the clubs, like your Jamestown, they allow us to play at a reduced fee because of this situation where we underprivileged and we're having some old caddies that are not working, that cannot afford to pay 350, 390, 500 or 900 like they pay in Serengeti, 900 rand. These guys cannot afford, but they love golf so much. I'm talking about the adults now. And they love golf so much, but they cannot afford to go pay 900 rand at Serengeti. Serengeti is a good golf course, challenging. It's good to, to measure your games against such golf courses. But, who can afford to go play at Serengeti? No one can. We need to try and say, hey, Brabili, can you try and organize a discount for us at Serengeti? And then they come, they say the discount with a golf cart costs you 700 rand. You cannot afford. We're still lucky that Kempton Park is charging us like 120 rand to play, the 115 rand to play a game of 18 holes at Kempton Park. We're still lucky with that. But after a lot of hassles with them back and forth, we ended up agreeing. But golf courses like Serengeti can do that. Golf courses like Irene can do that. Or even grant access to our juniors. Because now the golf, for me personally, my passion is the juniors. To see the juniors going up to a level where they can compete with other juniors of other colors.
Hundreds.
Now they're so changed because these juniors will go to a golf course, they get there. They don't have food. They don't have cold drink. Some of them don't even have transport to get there. And now, as a Tembisa Golf Club, we set ourselves up that we're going to assist where we can. When our juniors are going to play wherever, we'll support them with the transport, support them with it. But from what? We're scraping here and there, and the golf courses are supposed to support us. And I see the other races are being supported. There's a bus that goes take kids to go play wherever they want to play in the week, and they are supported, these kids, but our kids are not supported. So if we want to grow this game of golf, we really need to focus more on the kids. It's like having a church without a youth, having a political party without a youth league. After everyone dies, that political party will
collapses,
die. And that church, So we need our youth. We need to focus more on our youth, so that even when we retire because at golf you don't actually retire, you just die while you play. Like that. And I tell you that I'm gonna die playing. You see? So, but then who do you leave behind? And now my son has got a grandson. I'm looking at it, can't wait for this boy to be like a year, or 2 years old, so I can start him as well, like I did with his father.
Yeah.
To do all those things. But we really need to leave a legacy.
That's true.
So the people that have monies, they look the other way. They don't want to say, okay, how many kids in Tembisa? Say, okay, we got 45 kids in Tembisa. Let me adopt 3 of them. I pay for their golf to go play. I pay for their transport. It's something.
Yes.
It's really, really something. So business people really need to think outside the box to assist. Because if we rely on them, they don't care about us. So if we don't care about ourselves, no, we really going nowhere slowly. So it's a sad story, and it touches me a lot when I see this happen. I know where I came from with my boy up to where he is.
Yeah.
I struggled a lot. The mother struggled a lot. Pull some strings everywhere for him to go to Dubai. Strings everywhere for him to go to everywhere, and we still owe some money somewhere. But we got him to where he is right now, where he is now, can ride his own horse and go west with it, So I think the potential, especially in our location in Tembisa, I'll speak more about them. There's a potential. Those boys, they can hit the ball. But when they turn 17, 18, they're no more youth. So where do they go? What happens to them?
That's true.
Who looks after them? No one. So, hey, I don't know. But we really need to really think. I think maybe what we're having today should continue.
No. 100%.
We need to have it once a month or twice a month or once every 2 months. We really need to have it, because then when we leave here, we go out there, we start talking to other people, and, we might get somewhere. As a people, as Black people, let's sort ourselves.
No, 100%.
I agree with you, Bramish, and I think it lies squarely on the shoulders of Black business. The government has opened up opportunities. People have become billionaires literally through government contracts. But you don't see that money trickling back into communities and making a difference. And nobody's going to hold us accountable unless we start holding ourselves accountable. Like Bramish said, you can ask him. I've been a sponsor of Tembisa for a long time, and I've been doing it on my own, and nobody was showing up. And we know there are people who are multi-millionaires, but they will never show up and help kids or whatever. And I think as Black people, we must hold each other accountable. 100%. There are people with money. They're just people would like to appease them and smile with them and have whiskey with them, but they never say to them, hey, my brother, are you supporting Tembisa Golf Club? We've got kids here. I mean, sometimes transport can be 600 return for a venture. I mean, really, can you pay for 6 months? That money they spend it go buying champagne for the Slay Queens. They can take half of the Slay Queen budget and give it to these kids. And we must call it what it is. We're not supportive of each other. And this has to come to an end. Otherwise, we'll always be a nation. I mean, think about it. We have not produced a real Black champion in the continent, let alone in South Africa. And yet we've got billionaires every other corner. It just shows that we don't care. And I think we need to be able to hold each other accountable. We've got people that are in government. We've got people that are CEOs, HR directors in big corporations. They've got social budgets, social responsibility budgets. It must be shifted. Tembisa is surrounded by Clayville, Olifantsfontein, their factories. You've got Kempton Park, you've got Spartan, you've got Isando. Those are the 4 major industrial hubs in Ekurhuleni. But you don't see money coming there into the township and uplifting our kids to really get. Because if we really give our kids an opportunity, I mean, Tiger Woods was started at a very early age. And look how well it did, So we have to really hold each other accountable. And I think it's doable.
100%.
We can do this.
100%, gentlemen. And like in African folklore, they say ngwana o godiswa ke motse. So the minute that we as the elderly generation, we turn a blind eye on such things, then, like Mr. Maluka said, there will be no continuum. The whole legacy will collapse, and we're going to constantly go in cycles and repeat the same things, complain about the same things, but the responsibility lies with us and everybody else out there who is of the same view to say, listen, let's speak with one voice and let's start engaging these things, because inevitably tomorrow we won't be here, but what would be of our kids? What would be of their kids as well? Because they wouldn't have the foundation that is required. Just like Tiger Woods, he started very young, and it's because somebody of which was his father at that point in time, said, you know what, this is what I'm going to do for my son. But just imagine, as an individual, you do that for your child, and you do that for your neighbor's child. The same thing will pass over. It will be a domino effect, because once somebody sees something good coming out of nothing, they want to replicate it. And I think that's one thing that we have to do as a community, especially a social golfing community. Say, okay, we didn't have the opportunity to turn pro, but we've got the opportunity now to actually extend a hand to the upcoming generation and put them in this thing, because it's not just about them being professional sportsmen. It's about them learning networking skill, learning business skills, learning proper life skills, so that people are able to make the right decisions in life. So that's my 10 cents worth at the moment, gentlemen. But because due to time constraints, I'll have to leave you here. And once again, I have to say a big thank you to all three of you for your input, your knowledge, your wisdom, for continuously and constantly building this golfing community, especially black social golfers. But before I let you gentlemen go, I'm going to ask a huge favor from each one of you. It's not that big. Mr. Maluga, I can see your face. You're worried.
No. I'm paying attention. I'm really paying attention, because what you said, it's and what Brabili has said, it's up to us. Mm-hmm. We really need to own up. We need to own these things. Mm-hmm. We cannot expect people to help own our thing. Mm. They will distort it. Mm. So we really need to own it ourselves. Make sure it goes the way we, as the people, want it to go.
100%. So with that being said, gentlemen, please allow me to ask for that one big favor. The favor is very simple. We are in 2025. The three and the four of us have the same vision, which is to enjoy golf in the most relaxed, the most comfortable communities in our own rights. But at the same time, I think we have the same vision to say we want to impart something in the community at large, whether it be words of encouragement, whether it be from your own experience, something from your own experience. Would you mind perhaps sharing with our audience something that you can leave them with, something that will stay forever in their thoughts, in their hearts, and drive them to actually push this black social golfing community into new heights?
Okay, here's my parting shots. Mm-hmm. We don't die the day we stop breathing. We die the day we stop dreaming. And as a nation, we've got to dream big and understand that our dreams are the ones that are going to propel our souls to achieve great and amazing things.
Very profound on that.
I think from my side, one of the biggest things is the only way for us to move forward, we have to start creating things on our own and for our own people. Mm-hmm. So as much as there might be community that can come into our own communities to come and help, let's always remember that it starts with me, it starts with us. So whatever we do, whatever we want, whatever we can dream of, it can never be anyone's responsibility, but it starts with the man on the mirror.
100%. Hey, guys, you're shooting big wisdom with there. Mr. Maluka, from your side, sir.
Hey, my side, I've got so much that I can say, but right now, I think us that have already seen the way forward, I think we really need to extend a helping hand to pull the one that are left behind. As we all know, we are our brothers' keepers. So when that is being said, it doesn't mean blood brother. So yes, let's extend a hand to everyone that wants to travel this road and help them whichever way we can and direct them to where they can get help from if we cannot assist ourselves. But let's be open to this thing and be acceptable to any request that comes our way so that we can move forward with this thing.
No, 100%. Gentlemen, once again, I have to say a huge thank you for everything that you've shared with us in this hour. And thank you once again to your families, friends, and colleagues who've also afforded you the time to actually join us today. We are extremely grateful, and we hope that there will be a continuation of such conversations moving forward into 2025. And the biggest thing that I hope for is that it won't just be conversations, it will be words being converted into action, which is the most important thing. We need to start driving this ship because it belongs to us. Nobody else can make a horse drink water except for the horse itself. You can show it the river, but you can't force it to drink. Otherwise, you'll end up drowning it. With that being said, gentlemen, I have to say a great thank you, and may you have a lovely evening further.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, and have a beautiful one.
Have a lovely
Bramish, hope to play with you very soon. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, we should actually organize a game where we can play.
Absolutely, yes. Beautiful. We'll make it happen.
Thank
Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, hey.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our segment today. As I said, it is 2025. It's the first episode, and you saw from the get-go that we are on fire this year. 3 guests, the 3 wizards, and I believe there's more wizards out there when it comes to golf. I'm looking forward to seeing how the year will progress, and as the conversation went, ladies and gentlemen, whoever you are, wherever you are, however you are, please, let's reel in more people into this sport. Let us not allow this sport to die. The people who started playing the sport in South Africa are already seasoned. It is our turn now as the youth and the ones who are currently playing the sport to actually reel in the younger generations and make sure that they also taste this beautiful addiction that we all have. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say adios, good night, and because it's Wednesday, the weekend is officially opened. If you're going to work tomorrow, I have to say congratulations. That's one of my New Year's resolution, to make sure that people go to work on Thursdays, because I had a lot of complaints last year. Companies were complaining that people are saying Tony said don't go to work. So please go to work on Thursdays until further notice, when I come back and say the weekend starts on a Wednesday. Shout out to everyone who's been following us. Shout out to everyone who has joined us along the way. I love you. The one and only magician, Tony Tone, signing out.